Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have swatches for you from the Modern Angel collection from Iscream Nails. I'm not entirely sure that all of the polishes in today's video are from that collection, but they do kind of all seem like they would be, so I am assuming so, and if it's wrong, I will fix that in the description. But all of these are available right now, so in the description I will link the Iscream site, I will link their Instagram page, and I will link my Instagram page where you can see more swatches of everything from today's video. I do also have a 20% off affiliate code. It's here on the screen, it's in the description. Feel free to use it. It does help out the channel and it does get you a 20% off coupon, so it's a win-win both ways. So we do have a total of 10 polishes to look at today, and let's go ahead and get started. So first we have Lifeforce, and this is a brighter bubblegum pink cream. So here's our first coat of Lifeforce. This one is decently opaque here on this first coat. Iscream does these pastels really well. Smooth, easy to work with formula. 2 coats, depending on your application, could be full opacity. As you'll see throughout this video, I was working in extremely thin coats, so I did go in for 3. This is going to dry down to a nice glossy finish all on its own. I do recommend going in with top coat just to keep your manicure lasting. So there are 3 coats. Up next we have Solar Sunset, and this one is a coral based cream with a golden flash. Here is our first coat of Solar Sunset. This one is stunning. I really like this in just one coat on its own. I think it could double as a beautiful topper, but then it also looks really beautiful built up in 3 coats. The formula is very smooth, very easy to work with, no running, pulling, or staining with anything in this collection. This one is going to dry on the tad dull side, so I do recommend top coat for that reason and also to protect your manicure, but nothing in this polish will dry textured and nothing here will be difficult to remove, and there are 3 coats. Up next we have If It Ain't Baroque, and this one is a kind of pink leaning nude, and it's got this brighter silver flash. Here's our first coat of If It Ain't Baroque, and this has the same kind of formula and effect that the previous polish we looked at does. Again, I think it's stunning in just one coat, a nice beautiful wash of color. I think this could double as a gorgeous topper, but it also looks drop dead beautiful built up in 3 coats. Once again, it is going to dry on the dull side. A top coat will help bring this back to life, and nothing will dry textured and nothing will be difficult to remove. So there are 3 coats. Up next we have Trance, and this is a kind of pistachio green leaning cream. Here's our first coat of Trance. This one has a wonderful formula, not too thick or too thin. I had some residual cuticle oil left on my fingers, so that separation that you're seeing is actually my oil, not the polish. I did do 3 coats of this to build it up on its own. If you worked in a little bit thicker coats, you might be able to get away with 2, but once again, I was going in extremely thin this day. This one is going to dry nice and glossy all on its own, but once again, a top coat will help protect your manicure. So there are 3 coats. Up next we have Unearthly, and this is a super soft pastel chartreuse cream. Here's our first coat of Unearthly, and my bottle shot of this one in particular, I mean all of my bottle shots are never color accurate, but the one of this one was way off. This is a beautiful pastel green. Formula is excellent to work with, builds up in about 3 coats. Once again, just like the last one we looked at, if you're working a little bit thicker, you could probably get this one no problem in 2. Iscream does, once again, these pastels really beautifully. Formulas are always easy to work with. This one also dries glossy all on its own. No running, pulling, or staining. So there are 3 coats. Up next we have Angel Energy, and this is, I guess, what I would call a pastel periwinkle cream. Here is our first coat of Angel Energy. This was a new day for swatching for me, so I was working in my normal coats after this point, so I was able to reach full opacity on this one in 2. Once again, a very smooth formula to work with. Once again, this will dry very glossy all on its own. I do still recommend a top coat, but if you're in a super rush, you don't particularly need it. And there are 2 coats. Up next we have Endless Horizon, and this one is a super soft blue, and it's got this very beautiful purple to blue to green ethereal looking shifty shimmer. Here is Endless Horizon. This is stunning. I will go ahead and say my photos do this absolutely zero justice. This is so beautiful and shifty on the nails. I got opacity in 2 coats. If you're picky, you might want to go in for 3. I was able to make out just a hair of a nail line after 2. It didn't bother me at all, but some people I know it might. This one will dry glossy and removal will be easy. And there are 2 coats. Up next we have Pure Bliss, and this one is a lighter pastel lavender cream. Here is Pure Bliss. Nicely opaque here on this first coat. I was able to achieve full opacity in 2 on this one as well, with a little bit of flooding thanks to my unsteady no coffee yet hand. This one is also going to dry nice and glossy, and once again no running, pooling, or staining. And there are 2 coats. Next up we have Dreamscape, and this one is a soft purpley pink with this same green to blue to purple shifty shimmer. I know it doesn't look like much on camera, and I don't even think I can manipulate my lights to get it to show in how it is in person, but this shimmer that's been in this one and the last shimmer that we've looked at is absolutely stunning and nothing I've seen so far. Here's our first coat of Dreamscape. This one is a little bit more sheer than Endless Horizon, but it does have the same idea, same super shifty quality. If you wanted to, you could probably layer this one up over a cream to get a different effect, but it is stunning, built up in 3 coats on its own. But just like Endless Horizon 2, if you're not super picky, you might be able to get away with 2. I just felt this one was a little bit more sheer. With these 2 polishes as well, I forgot to mention in Endless Horizon, you do have to work in as straight a strokes as possible because a couple of brush strokes will be left behind. Again, this one does dry decently glossy, no texture, and an easy removal. And lastly for today we have Celestial Being, and this is a clear base, absolutely packed to the brim with holographic gold micro glitter. Here's our first coat of Celestial Being. This is so original in my collection. These little tiny gold bars or bricks or squares, whatever they're called, are so pretty. I was able to get full opacity here in 2 coats. You could sponge this on, you could add a 3rd coat, you could use this as a topper. Either way, it'll be stunning. You will want a couple coats of top coat or a nice thick glitter top coat. It will dry textured and removal is difficult. And guys, that is it. Let me know in the comments what you thought of these polishes. Let me know if you plan on picking any of them up, and let me know what your favorite was. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time.